Well, here it is, November 3rd, and I'm wearing t-shirts outside on a sunny day because it's nice and, well, it's nice and warm to me. Slight chill in the air, but it's okay because it's like upper 60s, close to 70, and that's supposed to be the rest of the week. Now, this afternoon, my intentions was to get these AC units out of the windows, but that didn't happen. Because I went to go boat this morning. I came home. I sat around the house for a very teeny bit. And the neighbors over here, basically, they had, I guess, a fire investigation from the insurance company. A crew come out and looking over things, trying to assess the point of ignition, who's to blame, who's not to blame, you know, that kind of stuff. And so I was over there with him a portion of this afternoon, talking with him, you know, just kind of eavesdropping, being nosy. And but then they gotta have somebody else come out and everything else and do some more looking into it and kind of, I guess, investigating, or kind of give the second-hand ruling of, you know, whose fault it is, whose fault it's not. But once they give their information and they say, well, here's what we found, here's conclusive evidence, and then the insurance company basically cuts him a check. He told me once that happens, everything's, you know, free to go. He said, he goes, you can come in here and anything recyclable that you can take, have at it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Of course, I gotta wait for them to tell him. I gotta wait for them to tell him it's okay, because once they do, then I get the green light. I can go in there, you know, I can get what I want, stuff like that. And of course, he told me. He said, he goes, if you want to haul it off, I'll take you to the scrap yard since you don't have nothing to haul it in. And I told him, I said, well, if I come in here and take what I want, I said, basically, I'm just going to sit on it until the price of scrap goes up, because right now the price of scrap is like super rock bottom low. And yeah, I just, I'm just going to sit on it until prices go up, and once they go up, then I'll take it in for scrap wise. So I said, but I said, right now prices are just too low, and be a waste of my time, a waste of your gas to, barely break even. So now I'll just wait until prices go up. But yeah, once I get that green light from him, yeah, my little scrap bucket in the shed's gonna have a little extra weightage to it, because there's a lot of metal there, a lot of metal, and there are a lot of those AC units that he has sitting around the house and that got burned up and fell out of the windows stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna love them, because there's all kinds of copper in them, there's all kinds of aluminum. I can break down the compressors real easy, and yeah, everything's recyclable, but maybe the shroud that holds the fan, and a little bit of styrofoam. There's like 4 or 5 pieces inside the whole AC unit, window unit, that it's not. I mean, it is recyclable, but there's no cash involved, and then you just take it and dump it, well, not dump it, you drop it off in the recycle containers, and whoever comes by picks them up, takes them away. But the stuff I'm after is mostly, the metal. Yeah, the metal, and the metal. So, and I just pile that up and let it build up, and I'll take it up in one giant lump sum and get my money's worth. But yeah, I mean, I was supposed to take my window units out today, but didn't get to it. Just no big deal. My kids are back at NTI because they're afraid of, like I was talking to one of the teachers that my mom's friends with, and she said that basically right now, this time of year is known for strep throat, sickness, all kinds of other things. And so basically, because anymore around here, if you have strep throat or sinuses or anything like that, you're automatically listed as COVID. Whether you have it or not, you're listed as COVID. So they're like, well, just to keep from everybody panicking and freaking out and, you know, drawing straws out of the air, we're going to go back to NTI until probably about January. And then once most of that, you know, all the sickness and everything fades out, then we'll go back to regular, you know, like 2 or 3 days a week school and, you know, do it that way, which I hope they do. Because kids can't learn on the computer. I mean, they can learn how to play video games, stuff like that, but as far as comes to schoolwork, you know, they don't learn anything. It's like, okay, I do it, I'm done, I get a grade for it, and that's it. And they don't retain nothing, and most of the time around here, even with the schools teaching in classroom, they fall really short because they just want to rush through things and they don't take the time to teach them. And which is fine for me, you know, because that means I get to teach them what I was taught in school, which they don't want that because the information I was taught when I was in school is technically wrong now, but I teach them anyway. Just like I'm getting them books for cursive writing, and because they don't teach cursive writing in school anymore around here, because they want to make sure they're dumb, they can't read it, so they can't read the Constitution. And now I've had a few people I know, well, that sounds like a conspiracy theory thought. Well, think about it. If they don't teach cursive writing, how can you read cursive writing? What is the Constitution based of? Script. Cursive writing. If you can't read cursive writing, how are you going to read the Constitution? You'll be as dumb as a box of wet hammers. So, if you can't read the Constitution, how are you going to argue a point? See where I'm coming from? Yeah. So, I'm going to get a cursive handwriting book, and they're both going to practice their cursive writing and everything else, and I'm going to make damn sure my kids can read and write cursive, because, you know, if the rest of the kids around here don't want to learn it, fine, so be it. But I'll make sure, damn sure, mine know how to read script, write it, and, you know, there won't be any issues or second guessings or, you know, whatever. And then when they go to school, they can sign their name like they're supposed to sign it, besides printing their name. And the teacher can be like, wow, where'd you learn that? Or they'll be like, call me, well, why is your kids writing in cursive? Because I taught them. Yeah. And that's how it's going to be. So, somebody ain't happy. You want to know the best thing for upset stomach? That right there. That's right, Big Red's the best thing for upset stomach, next to Pepto-Bismol. And well, I didn't feel like driving all the way across the hill and back for a bottle of Pepto, so I went to the corner store, got me a small bottle of my Big Red, which works the same way, you know. That's what Big Red is good for, you know, upset stomach. It might not cure diarrhea, but, you know, if you got bubble gut, yeah, that'll help some. Not all the way, but it'll help some. But I'm so thankful I can sit home this weekend and enjoy my Sunday sitting home, because I've already got my little notepad out, and I've already designed a new garden raised bed and how to do it, and, well, at least I have it on paper. Now, going from paper, going from a piece of paper to actually building it in the yard and setting everything up, that's a whole different ball game. But I'll worry about that when it gets here. I ain't too worried about it. But this coming Friday, we get, well, I got paid today, my wife gets paid Friday. Well, technically she gets paid Thursday, but it goes in the bank Friday. And we got we got 2 bills, and other than that, we're gonna have a bunch of money left over. I'm gonna transfer some of her account, her money from the account over to the other account, and that way because the neighbor over here already got his property taxes in, and he said his property tax was $600. So I'm figuring that's about what mine's going to be, which I'm going to be about $100 short as of right now. So I'll take that and transfer over, make sure I have, at least 600. And if there's anything left over, then it'll sit there until, well, next year. And I'll just keep adding to it like I do all the time through the year. But as soon as I get that taken care of, then we can worry about Christmas. Now, Christmas for my in-laws is done. Christmas for my mom and my stepdad is done. The only thing I got to do is get some stuff for the kids, which they mainly said this year they just want clothing and maybe a few little, like a game or two or something like that. So that's going to be easy. And then Christmas for the wife. And I'm done. Done with everything. So that'd be that. But I've been working on crafting ideas. I've been writing down things what I'm going to be taking to market next year besides extract. I found the canopy tin I'm going to get. I still have made my mind up if I'm going to do a banner or like a political type sign, little thing with metal stakes stick in the yard. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or the banner. Banner's cheaper, but I don't know. I haven't made my mind up, like I said. I just don't know. But when I go to market next April 11th, I'm gonna go full shebang. I'm gonna have all kinds of goodies set up. I got a bunch of stuff in there. I'm gonna be working on making citronella candles probably about March. I'll start making them in March, and that way I'll have a wide variety of springtime use for them candles. I'll have a ton of them, and I'll have a ton of extract. I'll have a ton of other little things to take with me. Oh, I'm going to corner the market, because the whole time I was at the farmers market this year, I've been paying attention what people like, what people don't like, and I'm going to probably break even on some of the things I'll be taking to market, but I'm going to do it just because I can undercut a lot of people, and I'm going to make it worth my while, because I don't want to be like big name type person, but I want to make sure that if you buy something from me, you get your money's worth. And that's how I always look at it. And that's like a lot of the people up there this past season up here at the farmers market. They're like, well, you need to raise your prices on things because you can be making a lot more than you are. And but I tell them, I don't care about making the giant profits. As long as you buy something from me, you're going to get your money's worth for whatever size you buy or whatever you buy from me. And that's how it is. I don't care about making a huge profit. No, if I could, that'd be great. But I would feel guilty about it, and then I'd come back the next weekend and I have everything super damn dirt knocked off price-wise, dirt cheap, and then people would really be complaining, well, you're selling way too cheap. Oh, well. But that's my goal. That's what I'm gonna be working on, and I hate undercutting people, but sometimes you just have to, just to kick them in the butt just enough to make them want to drop their prices some, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now, the canopy I'm looking at getting is probably. Well, one of them I looked at was like 15 or 20 foot long. It's open face, 3 sides. I wouldn't be able to use the whole canopy, but there's a lady that sets up there. Her place is called the Painted Pig, and I told her if I got this, we could just use the canopy, like both of us together. I'd be on my section, you'd have over here, and there she be. And like I told her too, I said I'm gonna get one of those little stand-up AC units, and in the days like the summertime when it's like really hot outside, I'm a remember me a big old drop cord to the power box over there. I'm gonna plug it up. I'm gonna plug up the AC unit to the power, like the drop cord, so we can sit there in this marble canopy and have the AC kind of turning back and forth like this, blowing that nice cool air across us, and we won't be sitting there sweating our asses off like we were this past summer. I'm working on things in my head. I'm getting ahead of myself, but you know, that's what's going to take place. So, but I figure I'm done jaw jamming. I don't know how long this video was. Probably about 15 minutes, I'm gonna guess. But I'll make another one here soon, and it's supposed to be sunny all week long, and I plan on getting out here and messing around the yard, since last week it was all gloomy and rainy, and the week before that was kind of hit and miss. This week's supposed to be like super nice and sunny and nice and warm, and it's great for me. So, but yeah, like I said, you'll see me out here again, and it might not be on the front porch like I am now. It might be out there in the yard walking around, and I need a little camera for this thing. I can put my little mic right here and have the little thing connected to it, so I can walk around a distance and talk, and y'all can still hear me without having to scream and shout and holler and carry on. So, but y'all have a great day, and whoever wins tonight wins tonight, and you know, I'm hoping to God who I voted for wins tonight, but you know, might not. You never know. It's the power of the people. So, but anyway, y'all have a great night, and I'll see you again soon. God bless.